India, where history, geography, culture, tradition, and heritage come together to create a legacy unlike any other. A legacy woven by the relentless spirit of its people. The next generation has come together to honor India's heritage. With 8,100 brilliant minds from 2,700 schools engaging in an enlightening quiz.
The clash of these genius titans has just begun.
Now, 4 finalists remain. Only one team will emerge as India's champion.
Hello, Namaskar, Khushamdeed, Sat Sri Akal. This is the grand finale of the History TV18 CBSE Heritage India Quiz presented by Geetam University. I'm Ajay Poonia, your host and Quizmaster for this exhilarating game. In the national final, we have 4 incredible teams that have fought through the regionals and semi-finals with their mental agility. Let's meet these champions as they prepare for their final challenge. As Team A is Pinewood School from Saharanpur. As Team B is Springdale Senior School from Amritsar. Then as Team C is Delhi Public School from Vasant Kunj in Delhi. And the last team on the team sheet is Sant Atulanand from Varanasi. Only one team will earn the title of this year's champion. We'll begin with our first of 3 rounds. It's called Minute Rush.
5 questions in a minute. You can pass without negatives. After 5 questions, if time remains, unanswered questions can be attempted. Each correct answer, 5 points. 3 correct answers, 5 bonus points. 4 correct answers, 10 bonus points. And all correct answers, 20 bonus points. There's no negative marking.
We'll begin with Team A, Pinewood. Your time starts now. Who was the first non-Congress Prime Minister to complete a full 5-year term and the only non-Congress Prime Minister to date to have served on 3 occasions?
Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
That is correct. A Delhi-based British industrialist R.E. Grant Govan served as the first president of the governing body of which sport from 1928 to 1933?
BCCI Cricket.
That's correct. Vello Rebellion or Paika Rebellion. At the completion of 200 years of which rebellion in 2018 did India release a rupee 200 coin?
Pass.
Founded in 1982, the Rashtriya Ispat Nigam Limited is a Navratna PSU based in and thus known with the name of which city?
Jamshedpur.
Incorrect. It was the Nag Chaudhary Committee in 1971, followed by the Rustamji Committee in 1974, whose recommendations led to the foundation of which armed forces?
BSF.
Is incorrect. So you've given me 2 answers. Pinewood, that's well done. 10 points to you. To our next team, that's Springdale. Your time begins now. The Prime Minister's National Relief Fund was set up by which Prime Minister originally to assist displaced people from Pakistan?
Nehru.
That's correct. A meeting held at the Army headquarters in Shimla in June 1937 led to the foundation of the governing body of which sport with Brigadier VHP Majendi as its president?
Football.
That's correct. Calcutta or Bombay, a currency coin minted in which mint does not have a mark because it was the first mint in India?
Calcutta.
That's correct. Which Indian PSU operates and owns 5 integrated plants at Bhilai, Rourkela, Durgapur, Bokaro and Burnpur?
Sail.
That's correct. INS Arihant was constructed as the first of the Indian Navy's advanced technology vessel project of what kind of watercraft?
Submarine.
That is lovely. Absolutely brilliant. Springdale, 5 in a row. That gets you the full house. That's 45 points to Springdale. Absolutely thrilling. Next up, with Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj. Your time begins now. Gulzari Lal Nanda became the interim Prime Minister on 2 separate occasions in 1964 and 1966. On each occasion, for how many days was he the Prime Minister?
5.
incorrect. The first president of which sporting organization, founded in 1927, was Sir Dorabji Tata, followed by Maharaja Bhupinder Singh, who took over in 1928?
Hockey.
Incorrect. None or one. After the withdrawal of the 2000 rupee note, how many banknotes in the Mahatma Gandhi New series do not feature a UNESCO World Heritage Site on the reverse?
1.
That's incorrect. ISRO is in a collaboration for implementing the GPS-aided geo-augmented navigation, or the Gagan project, with which PSU headquartered in Rajiv Gandhi Bhavan in Delhi.
Hindustan Air Limited.
Is incorrect. Since 1961, the Indian Army runs a training mission called the Indian Military Training Team for the Army and the Royal Bodyguards of which neighboring country?
Nepal.
Is incorrect. I'm afraid Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj, you haven't given me a single correct answer. To the final team, that's Sant Atulanand from Varanasi. If you're ready, your time begins now. By serving for 16 years, Jawaharlal Nehru is India's longest serving Prime Minister. By serving for 15 years, who had the next longest tenure?
Indira Gandhi.
That's correct. Which sports body was originally founded as a committee to host the 1982 Asian Games in New Delhi under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports?
Sports Authority of India.
That's correct. Rupee 10,000 or rupee 5,000, demonetized under a government act in 1978, the highest denomination for an Indian rupee banknote was of what amount?
10,000.
That's correct. In the logo of which 1956 founded Maharatna PSU, can one see Vasudhara, the company's first oil well on Ankleshwar field?
ONGC.
That's correct. The Farkhor Air Base is India's first and only military base outside its territory. In which country is it located?
Uzbekistan.
Is incorrect. So you've given me 3 answers, which means you get 5 into 3 plus a bonus 5. So that's 20 points to Sant Atulanand. That was a great start to our grand finale. Let's check out the scoreboard and see our participants' placements. With a kickstart like that, let's dial up the intensity of the finale with our next round. It's called Double Connection.
5 questions, each with 2 answers on the buzzer. End of the first answer is the start of the second answer. Say double to answer both questions or default to answer any one. Double and correct, 15 points. Double and both incorrect, minus 10 points. Double and only one correct, 5 points. Default and correct, 10 points, minus 5 points if incorrect. Second answer, when available, plus or minus 5 points.
So we'll start with our first of 5 set of 2 questions each. On your screen now. The word X was officially entered into the Constitution via the 1976 amendment. However, the court case S.R. Bommai versus Union of India about Article 356 established the fact that X was present since the formation of the Republic. And on the other side, to increase the longevity, it was constructed with stone known for its strength from Bansi Paharpur in Rajasthan, which 1946 founded conglomerate Y designed and constructed it free of cost. On the buzzer is Springdale. Default or double?
Double.
Doubling
It's secular and Larsen and Toubro.
is lovely, absolutely. Gets you 15 points. To the next one. Here's number 2. 4 Indian women, Mumtaz Mahal, Anandi Gopal Joshi, Jerusha Girard and Ramabai Medhavi, all of them have craters named after them on X. Y is the middle name of Homi Sethna, chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission during the time when the first nuclear test in 1974 was conducted. Sorabji Pochkanwala, a co-founder of the Central Bank of India, and Jamsetji Tata, founder of the Tata Group. On the buzzer is Pinewood. Default or double?
Double.
Double. Go for it.
X is Venus and Y would be Nusarwanji.
Absolutely. Brilliant there. Pinewood gets a plus 15 against their name. To our third question. On your screen, here it comes. Asia's largest reflecting telescope. This is the 3.6 meter TOT, Planck Optical Telescope, located near Nainital in Uttarakhand, meaning abode of gods. What is this? And on the other side, taking its name from one of the names of Allah, why is a stew from Hyderabad that is the first meat product to receive a GI tag? On the buzzer is Sant Atulanand. Are you playing default? Are you playing double?
Default.
Default, X or Y?
Y.
Y is.
Halim.
That is correct. That's 10 points. Anybody else interested in X? All right, looks like Pinewood is interested for +5 and -5.
Amravati.
Don't think that fits, so that's incorrect. Pinewood. On the buzzer is Springdale for +5 and -5.
Devsthal.
Devsthal. That is indeed the answer. It is Devsthal and Halim. 5 points to you. Very well worked out. 2 questions to go. Here's the fourth one.
An estimated 130 million people camped here for several weeks. That's almost double the entire population of Great Britain, squeezed into one area and costing over 14 billion rupees.
My question, for the purpose of X, is this temporary city set up? And on the other side, Y is a dance performed by goddess Parvati in response to Lord Shiva's Tandav. Y is of 2 types, Jarit and Yavak. On the buzzer is Springdale Senior School, Amritsar, in an attempt to increase their lead. What will they do? Default or double?
Default.
Default, X or Y?
X is Kumbh Mela.
That is indeed correct. That's 10 points, Springdale. 5 points available for the taking. It's Pinewood. 5 points if you're correct with Y.
Lavani.
Is incorrect. That's a -5 to Pinewood. Is either one of DPS or Sant Atulanand interested in Y?
No.
So Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj is the temporary city in question, and the dance with its 2 types, Jarit and Yavak, is Lasya. Right, Lasya. All right. Now for the final question of this round. Hands on the buzzer. In the 19th century, certain refugees came to India from Yazd. They got all the prime locales in metro cities, as Hindus would not buy land at the intersection of 3 roads to start their ex-cafes. On the other side, this 1996 stamp and the 2015 coin commemorate Y, who led an armed uprising against the British. On the buzzer is Sant Atulanand. Default or double?
So double.
Doubling.
So X is Irani
X is Irani.
and Y is Rani Gadenilu.
Are you confident or super confident?
Yes, confident.
Regardless, you'll still get 15. That is correct. That's well done. Super answer. Thereby Sant Atulanand collecting 15 on that last question. It's time for the climax of this competition. But first, let's take a look at the scoreboard and see which school is at the top. We are in the end game. Who's going to win this year's CBSE Heritage India Quiz? Let's find out with our final round. It's round 3. It's called Select and Score.
First leg starts with lowest scoring team choosing from 9 topics. Incorrect answer gets passed on the buzzer. After the first leg, the top 3 teams pick 3 questions from the remaining 5 topics. Correct answer, 10 points. Incorrect answer, no negative points. Correct answer on buzzer, 10 points. Incorrect answer on buzzer, -5 points.
We shall start with Delhi Public School, Vasant Kunj.
We would like to go with Survey of India.
Others on the buzzer. Here's your question. To understand the topography of India, the British initiated the Great Trigonometrical Survey. To keep it under wraps, the surveyors were given what nickname derived from Sanskrit that now refers to an expert in a particular subject who offers their learned opinion? Team Springdale seems interested, but they'll be waiting to pounce on it.
Is it Gyani?
I'm afraid it's not Gyani. I'll pass it to Springdale.
Is it Pandits?
Springdale with a 10-pointer. To the next one, that's going to be Pinewood.
Special stamps.
Here is your question from Special Stamps. Others on the buzzer. The Polygar Hound, aka the Indian Ghost Hound, was one of the 4 canines in a special series of stamps released in 2005, also featuring the Himalayan Sheepdog, Rampur Hound, and Mudhole Hound. It gets its more famous name from which Tamil Nadu town?
Rajapalyam.
Pinewood, you've got it right. It's 10 points. To the next team, that's going to be Sant Atulanand.
Unique silk.
There's a video coming. Here's your question.
The fiber must be extracted on the same day, otherwise, the quality of the silk is affected. After extraction, the thread is spun and converted into yarn.
A botany graduate from Manipur, Vijay Shanti Tongbram, makes fabric from 100% vegan silk by extracting threads from what stems obtained from Loktak Lake. Team A, Pinewood, seems interested.
Sir, lotus flower stem.
Is correct. That's very well done. Sant Atulanand knew it all along. 10 points to you. Final question of this leg goes to Springdale.
Farmer in Gujarat.
Here's my question for you. He is Karun Shankar Bhatt, a Raj Vaidya to the king of Jamnagar. Impressed by his work, the king offered him a piece of land on the banks of Rangmati river. This laid the foundation to which pharma company owned by Imami since 2008?
Navratan.
Navratan, I'm afraid that's incorrect. No negatives on the direct. Anybody else willing to try for 10? Pinewood is.
Vaidyanath.
That's not the answer, Pinewood. Unfortunately, that's a -5 to you. The answer that I was looking for. He was also known, Karun Shankar Bhatt was also known as Zandu Bhattji. So this is Zandu. Everybody missing out that last question. So we're through with leg 1. Congratulations for reaching the final, but unfortunately, DPS, this is where your journey ends. We'll start yet again with Pinewood.
We'll go with Mumbai statue.
Mumbai statue. Here it is on your screen now. This statue in Mumbai is of Acacio Gabriel Viegas, who, with the help of a Russian-French bacteriologist, W.M. Hafkin, saved the city's many residents from what?
The Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu. I'm afraid that's not the answer. There's no negative on the direct. Would either one of Sant Atulanand or Springdale want to have a go at it? Springdale, what's your answer?
Is it the bubonic plague?
Is it the bubonic plague? It is the bubonic plague. That is correct. That's 10 points to Springdale. Sant Atulanand, what topic would you like?
Iconic carpet.
Here's your question. Made with 1.2 million pearls, the king commissioned this carpet as an offering to the Prophet tomb in Medina in 1865. However, the king passed away and the donation couldn't be made. Artisans of which kingdom made this carpet? Pinewood seems to be interested, but only after Sant Atulanand has a go at it.
Hyderabad.
I'm afraid that's not the answer. I'll take the question to Pinewood.
The kingdom of Mysore.
Not the kingdom of Mysore. The answer that I was looking for was Baroda. This is the pearl carpet of Baroda by Khanderao Gaikwad, the Maharaja of Baroda. Finally, our last question for this season, whatever it is that Springdale wants, we'll give it to you.
Malcolm.
Here's a question on Malkamp and other two teams on the buzzer. In competition, there are 3 types of Malkamp. Pole Malkamp with a vertical wood fixed in the ground, a hanging Malkamp with a pole hanging above the ground, and a third type that is named so because it does not use a pole but instead uses what?
Rope.
And so it's called a rope Malkamp. That's game, set, match. Springdale Senior School, Amritsar, absolutely. That was indeed a thrilling finale. And now for the moment we have all been waiting for, the winners of this great quiz. But before that, let's take a look at the scoreboard. And the scoreboard tells us our champions for this season of the quiz is Springdale Senior School from Amritsar with a score of 105 points.
Congratulations to everyone who participated right from the school level, the regionals, and those who have reached this stage. And I wish all of you all the very best for a very bright future. Thank you.
Our winners for the day, that's Springdale Senior School from Amritsar. The finals has been truly inspirational. As for the other teams, remember that your knowledge will always be valuable. May these quizzes rekindle your love for learning and our heritage. With that, I wrap up this season. Until next year, farewell and Jai Hind.